Hey everyone, it's Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. Do you know what time it is? It is time to do fails and faves. These are not monthly, these are more kind of like quarterly, but really it's just been a while since I made it. It's time. It's time. In these videos, I go over products that either really impressed me or really didn't impress me and tell you why. If I have full reviews for any of this, I'll put links in the description box so that you can check it out. Starting out strong with this thing. It's I'm from Mugwort Feminine Wash. First of all, where's the masculine wash? Why is it only the feminine wash? Why are we the only ones who are meant to suffer and are always made to feel like we're not good enough, something's not clean enough, it doesn't smell good enough, etc., etc. Where is the masculine wash segment? Where is that? Why is that not a thing? Do they always smell the best? You have to answer that. I have such a huge issue with these products. So first of all, no shade to where I'm from. I love the brand. I love a lot of their products. And when they had one of their newest launches, they asked me if I wanted to try it. And I said yes. I said, I want to try XYZ product. I can't even remember what it was anymore. It was sheet masks and something else. I did not ask for this because I didn't want it, but they sent it to me, which typically would be great. Like, ooh, they sent me a bonus thing, but I don't want this. And I did try it. I'll tell you how I tried it. pH balance is my friend. And without getting into too many details, I was not going to test this the way that it was meant to be tested, okay? So I have used this as a hand wash and it's drying as a hand wash, which is why there's still almost the whole thing here left because it's even unpleasant to use on the hands. I'm not sure what sort of cleansing power this will have if you actually use it where it was meant to be used. But really my issue is what I already outlined, which is where's the man version of this? Where is it? If you've been a long-time subscriber, you probably remember my weird PR video. And there was this thing that I was sent once that was sent for the nether regions that was called something like a virgin, and it was definitely targeted only toward women or people who identify as female. And I just don't get it. It smelled like flowers and patriarchy, and this is giving a similar vibe. Do I think I'm From is to blame specifically? No, they're probably answering some market demand or perceived market demand. Summer Eve is a brand in the United States that does this kind of crap. A lot of other brands make similar products, but honestly, listen, things down there are a self-cleansing mechanism, okay? Yes, you want to wash things on the outside, etc. I'm not a doctor, please talk to yours, but there's really no need for stuff like this, and a lot of the time it can do more harm than good. And I'm going to get off my soapbox and let's continue with the video. But this is a fail for me, not just because I disagree with the concept, but also because the product itself is drying. I would not want to use it on any skin, but especially the super sensitive skin that this is meant for. Next is a fave. This is the new launch from Klairs, which is owned by the same family of brands as I'm From. This is their freshly juiced vitamin charging serum, and if you've ever tried their freshly juiced original serum, which has not gone anywhere, this is just another version. It's not a replacement for the original freshly juiced serum. This one is lighter in texture, it doesn't warm up while you apply it, and it doesn't feel oily like the other Klairs serum. Now, I always had very mixed feelings about the original Klairs vitamin C serum because I loved the glow that it gave. I use vitamin C in the mornings under like sunscreen, under powder, whatever, and even through all of that I still had this lovely glow. But I have combination skin and I've been traumatized by oily teenage forehead and nose in my high school years, so I don't want any sort of oily feeling on my skin, especially in the morning. And while I finished my original Klairs vitamin C serum, I never quite repurchased it because I loved the results. I didn't love the feel of the application, I didn't love the texture and all of that, and I know I'm not the only one. This still has the glow. It feels really good. It's a lot lighter, and to me this is an improvement. I also love that the bottle is not see-through and I don't have to worry about storing it away from light because it's already enclosed in there and no light can get in. Next, I have this cleansing brush. I've been trying a lot of L&L skin products. I do have an affiliate discount link with them that I'll put in the description box, but this is not sponsored and no money was exchanged with them. They just let me try some of their devices that I chose, and so I chose the things that I was curious about. And I used to use the Foreo Fofo, but it was never quite a regular part of my routine. It did do a good job, but it's kind of awkwardly shaped. This one addresses pretty much all the issues with the Fofo and then even improves further on them. It's a cleansing brush that you can turn on the vibration. Here, it also has an optional warming mode if you enjoy that. I usually just use the regular mode. You can adjust the intensity of the vibration, but here's the really cool thing. This end here is flexible. And so while you're using it around the nose or the forehead or whatever, any of the areas of your face that are not flat, which is basically the whole face, it follows the contours of your face really well and it cleanses really gently but thoroughly. I swear my pores look so much better when I use this versus when I don't. It also has a really cool base that you can suction to a mirror in your bathroom to always have this accessible. I didn't bring mine because it's suctioned to my mirror in my bathroom. And this is a rechargeable product, so I would think that this would last me for years. I've been using this almost every night since I got it. Can't recommend this enough. It's so good. This was a fail and I'm so sad because I expected more. This is the More Pacific Treatment Enzyme Cleansing Foam, and maybe it's user error. So I think I won this in a giveaway a while back. It's been sitting in my stash to try for a while and then it expires this May. So I decided to go ahead and open it and use it, and I've been using it pretty much every day. It has a good, nice feeling foam, but then it dries my skin out. And I don't know, maybe it's just not meant to be used as often, but it kind of turned me off to this product. It does make really good foam for shaving, so it's great for that. But as far as a cleanser, I want a cleanser that is effective, but I can still use every day. And typically the enzyme cleansers that I've had before were meant to be used every day. They weren't a once a week sort of thing. So I think this, maybe something is just up with the pH of this product because it leaves my skin squeaky clean, and that's no longer a desired outcome for me. When I was in high school, I loved that squeaky clean feeling, but I also used to degrease the extra oil on my face with alcohol pads. It's honestly a miracle I still have skin left. So this is no longer the kind of feeling that I appreciate. I'll use it up, but I'll probably use it up as a body wash and shave my legs, to be honest, which is a shame because More Pacific is not a cheap brand, typically. I haven't checked the price on this, but typically More Pacific is kind of a fancier brand. It's another reason why I was so excited to try it, and I'm just disappointed. As a palette cleanser, I'll give you the biggest win. This will probably be on my favorites of this year if I keep the empty long enough. This is the Skin Food Blueberry. This is the Skin Food Berry Moisturizing Sun Cream SPF 50. This is such a misleading title though, because when I hear moisturizing sun cream, I think of something like a Etude House Sunjung line, or I don't know, the Cosrx Vitamin E sunscreen that are kind of a thicker, richer moisturizer basis. This is not. This is kind of a Etude House Sunprise Airy feeling, except it's not drying at all. It comes out like liquid like this. It leaves no white cast at all. It's just a dream. It has a very natural finish. It's not overly matte. It's not overly shiny or anything. It's just beautiful. It has a little bit of a fruity scent. I don't even notice it during application. I just sniffed my hand now just to check if it even has a scent because it didn't make a memorable impression. But look at this. There's no grease, there's no anything, but it's not drying because I know a lot of people with dry skin complain that the Etude House Sunprise Airy finish in a bottle that was similar looking to this, that it dries them out. And then some people complained also that it had a white cast, which makes sense. That one is a mineral formula. This one must be chemical. I don't know. I haven't written a review for this yet, so I haven't studied the ingredients, but I have been using this all the time. It's so good. I didn't use it today because I gathered all the products for this video ahead of time yesterday, but I was looking for this today in my bathroom, like, where did it go? And then I remembered that I already brought it down. So this is like my everyday sunscreen right now. I'll just keep using it until it's out, and if I can get more, I'll get more because it's so good. This guy is a little bit of a fail, but I think it's more of a me problem versus the product problem. This is the Amuse lip smudger, and Amuse makes really awesome products. I love a lot of their makeup that I've tried. This is meant to be kind of like a chunky lip liner. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting this. It's very kind of mild. You can see the color. I don't want to try it on the other side of my hand because I have sunscreen on it right now, but it's very kind of sheer. It's just not making a big difference in how my lips look. I've tried covering the whole lip with this, kind of like filling it in, lining it and filling it in. Doing that makes it crack and settle into the dry areas of my lips. And then if I top it with something that the formula doesn't agree with, then it starts to crack and break and split. So using it as a regular lip liner is more how I can use it, but then I feel like it just doesn't add much to my lips. My friend, who is way more into makeup than I am, I'm more into skincare, told me that that's kind of the trend in Korean makeup, like softer lines, but to me it's just not really adding anything. It's an extra step in my makeup routine that is not adding any value. So for me, it just wasn't what I expected. I expected it to show a bit more, to make my lips a little bit more defined. I don't really care about volume because I don't have any problems with lip volume. I just wanted them to be like a little bit better than what they look like with just a lip oil or just a lip tint. And this isn't doing it. Maybe it's not the right color for me. I'm not really sure. But for me, it was a fail, but that doesn't mean it's a bad product. I feel a little bit bad recommending this. This is a life-changing, amazing product. The reason I feel a little bit bad is because it's expensive. I got mine on Josie, I'll put a link in the description box, and it was a little bit more affordable. I also got it when it was on sale. I also got it as PR. I get to pick my PR, but still, the money did not physically come out of my pocket. I am a little upset with how much I like it. This is the Ohoi, the first Geniture Ampoule oil. Somebody in my group, Korean Beauty Fanatics, that has almost 94,000 members in it, was talking about how this line specifically made such a visible difference for their skin, how the ingredients in it are meant to fight the chronological signs of aging, and how great it was. And honestly, I rarely get FOMO, but I got FOMO like crazy reading that post, and I think so did a lot of people, and I had to try something. That line has quite a few different products, and I thought, okay, what would make potentially the biggest difference for my skin, and what is a product category where I don't already own 15 billion things. So I picked this Ampoule oil because I don't have very many Ampoule oils, or if any really, and I thought, okay, that probably would work better with my routine and I could use it very regularly. Sunscreen by now has absorbed, so this is what it looks like. Okay, it's really runny. It's a little bit oily, but not super oily. But what I just squeezed on my hand is what I would need for my entire face and neck. So this will probably last me a long time. It smells like expensive perfume. It smells so good, but unlike some of these luxury lines like Sulwasu and even Ohoi and the History of Woo, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing them, I'm doing my best, but some of those lines have a very intense fragrance. This one doesn't. It smells like luxurious, amazing perfumed oil without being overwhelming, without being offensive. If I put this on in the morning, which I don't, but if I put this on in the morning, I could very easily and comfortably go into my office and not worry about bothering anybody else with a scent, because it's very, very mild, but so amazing. And then it makes my skin so good. It glows in the morning. It just looks fantastic. I use this after a toner and before moisturizer. I know there's all these debate about whether you do oils before or after moisturizers, whether or not they block any of the moisturizer's benefits, etc. This specific product really works much better for me if I do it before moisturizer, and this would also be a really good idea to use if you're doing any sort of facial massage, because it provides some nice slip to the skin. Again, feels luxurious. So if you're doing gua sha or even just finger massage, whatever you're doing, feels so good. I'd say if it's in your budget at all, it's definitely worth a try, especially maybe for people with drier skin or people with more mature skin. It's so lovely. And I also saw that eBay sells some samples of that as well. And some people will get a bunch of samples, will buy a bunch of samples and then refill their full-size bottles because it ends up being less cost per milliliter. I haven't tried that, but just passing on the advice if that's something you're into. I didn't know what to expect from this product. It's very, very overhyped, the brand is, and then I heard some rumors where the brand Anua got into trouble because they were paying for reviews or something like that, and that's why it was so overhyped. I don't have any proof of that. You could probably find something on Reddit about it if you're interested, but this is the Anua Heartleaf 70 Daily Lotion. I love that it comes with a pump, and it's a win for me. It's a fave. It's not a fail. It's a really nice light lotion. Typically, I don't use moisturizers in the morning most of the year because I have combination skin, and sunscreens are all in a moisturizer base unless you're using a sun stick. Even that can be a little bit moisturizing, but most of traditional tube sunscreens are already in a moisturizer base, and that's enough moisturizing for me most of the year. However, it's winter, it's cold, it's dry, it's icky, and my skin has not been doing that great. I'm also really, really stressed out for some personal reasons, so I've been adding this to my morning routine before sunscreen sometimes, and it's so nice. It's very light. You only need well, I only need a pump for the whole face, and that's why there's not that much gone yet. I'm about to the tag line here. I keep this in my bathroom, even though most of my skincare is in the kids' bathroom because that's where the tub is, but I keep this one in my bathroom because that's where I do my morning stuff, and it's very, very simple in the morning, just sunscreen and powder and mascara and go. But this has been a good addition. It's not sticky at all, but it's still moisturizing. This would be too light for my combination skin as an evening moisturizer, but if you have very oily skin, you might like it as an evening product as well. And another reason why it's in my bathroom is because my daughter loves everything with pumps, and I can definitely see how this could be not mine anymore if she got a hold of it. So she has the CosRX oil-free moisturizer that also has a pump that she squirreled away into her bedroom, and that's where that lives. But this one I would like to keep for myself because sometimes you just want something for yourself, even if you're a mom. Last but not least, the only non-Kbeauty item. I will work some of these into some of the videos occasionally, only if they're impressive enough to include with the awesome Kbeauty products, but this is the Maybelline New York Super Stay Vinyl Ink. The way that I got it was kind of funny because I was doom scrolling TikTok as one might at night and just kind of using that as a self-soothing thing. I mean, I figured it's probably better than drinking. I don't know how much better it is than drinking, but fine. And one of the ads comes on for Maybelline for this vinyl lip thing, and it says, click here to request your free sample. And how do these things typically go? You request a free sample and they send you a tiny blister with like 2 drops of product in there to try, right? That's how it typically goes. If you're super lucky, you might get like a little travel size of something, especially if it's a fancier brand. Like with Sephora, when you request a sample of, I don't know, Laura Mercier concealer, you might get a tiny concealer, or you could get like a tiny Rare Beauty blush or something like that. That's what I was expecting. No, this shows up full size, and I was so impressed by that just immediately. But also, this is the color 20 Koi. It is so good. Unfortunately, I'm wearing a lip oil right now. I'm not going to put this over that, but I'll show a picture here. So the first time I used this, I wasn't sure how intense the color would be, what it would look like, and I'm a little bit chicken to do it when I have to leave the house. So I did it in the evening and just went about my evening, whatever. It's set, it's fine. I ate, drank, whatever, took a shower and bath. And that day I didn't have any sunscreen or makeup on, so I wasn't double cleansing. I was just doing a foaming cleanser. I haven't left the house that day. Don't get at me about sunscreen, okay? So I used the foaming cleanser, washed it off, whatever, looked in the mirror. This was still on. This is still on. It comes off very easily with makeup remover or cleansing oils. It does not come off with foaming cleansers. It does not come off with water. It does not come off when you eat or drink. We had a full day of appointments yesterday for something, and we ran around. I drank water. We ate a sandwich with like mayo and stuff on it, and avocado, kind of like oilier things on there. And this was still on my lips when I got home, like 5 hours later. And it was still on my lips that night. So this is so good. The color is really pretty. I wouldn't mind getting more colors. I am controlling myself from going out and buying more colors because it's Maybelline. I'm assuming it's not that expensive. I think it's under $10. I'm not sure. I'll put a link in the description box. I'm honestly trying not to look at what other colors they have because I need more lip products. Like I need a hole in the head. So not at all. I have so much stuff. And this year I'm focusing on finishing what I have, but so good. It's so good. My only minor complaint is the lips stay somewhat tacky feeling even after this dries. And I only notice it if I do this. if I do that, I feel that they're a little bit tacky still, but when I'm talking, eating, drinking, whatever, I never notice it. So it's really not a big deal. I was just a little bit surprised that first time when I did this in the mirror, and it was a little bit tacky. But other than that, and they're not even tacky to the touch, they're only tacky if you kind of touch them to each other. Not a deal breaker at all. Like I said, I want every freaking color. Maybe that can be like my reward for something. I don't know. Maybe when I file my taxes, I'll buy myself another color as a reward for filing taxes. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for you today. If you have any opinions about any of these, or if you have your own fails and faves to share, please do that in the comments. I love getting comments. Yes, it helps the channel, the algorithm, whatever, but I genuinely just love seeing the little YouTube notification pop up and see one of you lovely people leave something, and I usually respond like right away if I can. I always respond unless it's something nasty. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. You can find me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, my blog KBeautyHobbit.com, and in my private Facebook group Korean Beauty Fanatics. I hope to see you in my next video, and until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much.